Is the U.S. military prepared to evacuate all Americans from Kabul and help close the U.S. Embassy in Kabul if the State Department requests it?
Our mission right now is to help the State Department reduce their personnel, their civilian personnel in Kabul, and to assist with their acceleration of the SIV immigrant visa process, the special immigrant visa process. That is what our focus is on right now.
How close is the U.S. government to closing its embassy in Kabul?
You'd have to talk to my colleagues at the State Department. They get to decide that. They have made it clear, though, that as of today, they are reducing, not eliminating, their diplomatic presence in Kabul. We are simply helping them support that reduction.
And after a night of sleeping on it, are these 3,000 U.S. troops going to Kabul? Is this a combat deployment?
I didn't sleep on that question, Lucas. I thought I answered it pretty well yesterday.
You did, hold on, you did answer it, John. John, these soldiers and Marines that are fully kitted out, putting on night vision goggles, landing in Kabul, taking positions at the airport, they're going to a combat zone, are they not?
They're certainly going into harm's way, Lucas. And they will have...
zone?
Lucas, they will have the right of self-defense. They will be armed. And as I said yesterday, and I don't think I could have made it any more clear, that if there is an attack upon our forces, our commanders have now and always have had the right and responsibility to defend themselves. And any attack on our forces in Afghanistan will be met swiftly with a forceful and an appropriate response. And I know, listen, I know you want to get into the nomenclature here. Nobody's walking away from the fact that this is potentially dangerous. In fact, I think one of the things I said at the opening of the press conference was I'm not going to provide a lot of operational detail because we know it's dangerous. We're all mindful of the perilous situation in Afghanistan and the deteriorating security situation, Lucas, and I find it a little... I find it frustrating that you're trying to pin me down on a nomenclature here, like we're afraid to say the word combat. After 20 years of being in Afghanistan, we understand what we're facing right now. We're taking the risks very, very seriously, and our troops and their leaders will have all the rights and responsibilities that they need to protect themselves and their comrades.
Did the Defense Secretary recommend this withdrawal of American troops from Kabul?
I'm sorry?
Did the Defense Secretary recommend the full withdrawal of U.S. troops from Kabul? This is before this week, of course.
I'm not going to talk about the Secretary's recommendations to the Commander-in-Chief.
Do you think it's important for history, for the transcript, for the people watching this briefing right now, did the Defense Secretary support the full U.S. military withdrawal from Kabul?
Lucas, Lucas, I'm not now, and I haven't, never will, talk about the Secretary's advice and counsel to the Commander-in-Chief. That's totally inappropriate. The President has made his decision, and we are executing that decision. He has also made additional decisions, such as helping the State Department reduce their personnel, and we're going to support that too.
Now, some veterans think that the Americans should just pull everybody out of Kabul. The U.S. government should pull all Americans out of Kabul and then just level the embassy. What do you think about that?
I think that one of the great things about this country is that people are free to express their opinions about anything that they want. What I'm here to do, Lucas, my job, is to articulate the policies that we're executing and the way in which we're executing them. And that's what my focus is today, to tell you what we've been ordered to do and how we're going to execute those orders.
Is it time just to pull all Americans out right now and destroy the
Lucas,
embassy?
we are focused on helping the State Department reduce their footprint in Kabul. That's what we're focused on, and that's what we're going to be doing. Louis.
I'd like to follow